Good evening, all. I welcome our guest, today's speaker, Ms. Suganya from. Is it audible?
சார் எஸ் சார் கேக்குது பேசலாம்.
Thank you, thank you. I welcome our guest, Ms. Suganya from Infinity PMC Solutions Private Limited. We will start within 5 minutes so that the others can able to enter here. All of you participants, please pin the name Suganya Shegar so that you can able to see the PowerPoint presentation. Thank you. We will wait for a few minutes. Good evening, participants. Today, our guest, the speaker, is Miss Suganya. She is the manager in Infinity PMC Solutions Private Limited, and she has 7 years of working experience in project management, training, and implementation. She have done a lot of Primavera-based project management projects, as well as she had the experience in a training and consultancy in the project management. I think whatever the project we handle, without a management, we cannot able to implement it. Everybody knows it. But how to do the project management is a very important and very important knowledge or a skill, because we may manage it, but we don't know the result. That is very important. And this particular session will give us a clear idea about the project management, as well as how they are giving the training to other field people, that is the civil engineers. And this session will be very useful for the upcoming civil engineers who are going to the field and who want the experience in managerial skills. And I welcome our guest, Ms. Suganya, from Infinity PMC Private Limited Solutions.
Thank you, sir.
Participants, please pin Suganya Shekhar for the PPT presentation.
Can we start, sir?
Yes, ma'am. You can start.
Thank you, sir. Good evening, one and all present here. Today's webinar on project scheduling. Infinity PMC Solutions Private Limited, in association with Ishwari Engineering College, conducting this webinar. Agenda of this session is about IPMCS, project management overview, Primavera and its features, prestigious projects of IPMCS, Oracle certification, career path in project management. About Infinity PMC Solutions. Our focus is mainly on project management and cost management domain. We do have combined experience of 20 plus years in successfully launching project and cost management solutions. We have 1,000 plus hours of training experience in handling top colleges, universities, and corporates with different verticals or business units. We have certified trainers from Oracle, Exactel, and PMI. PMI is Project Management Institute. Trainings offered by IPMCS. We are offering trainings on project and cost management softwares. So if you take project management, basics of project management professional, then Microsoft Project, Asta Power Project, and Oracle Primavera P6. And in cost management, we are providing basics of BIM, concept in project management, then Exactel Costex. Then in risk management, we are providing Oracle Primavera risk analysis trainings. Services offered by IPMCS. We are providing stock augmentation services for long-term projects as well as short-term projects. So, scheduler services, risk management services, estimation and quantity surveyor services, 4D and 5D BIM services, implementation services. Introduction to project management. Why do we need project management? In today's world, we know it's very fast world. So if you take like advancing technology and increased size and complexity of the projects need effective planning. Not only effective planning, today it's like a competitive world. So in order to win in the competitive world, we must show the uniqueness of the particular organization or of the particular project or of the particular person. So for effective planning of the project and to control cost and time overrun, to plan the project in detail, such as like identifying the logical sequence of occurrence of the activity and interdependency and interrelationship between the activities. To have a proper control over the project during any unfavorable circumstances. For example, if you are doing a project, you have a plan A, plan B, plan C. So when you are running a project in a plan A, suddenly if you're facing any issues or any discrepancies or deviation, then all of a sudden, if you have the plan B in the hands, then there is no problem. You'll be able to manage the project with successful result. So that is the reason to analyze the what if scenario analysis, all these things can be done in project management softwares with the help of the project management concepts knowledge. So we will see in detail about it. What is project? As per the standard definition, a project is a temporary endeavor undertaken to create a unique product, services, or result. So if you take project means we are doing projects, even starting from the colleges as well as in the corporates. In colleges, nowadays students are doing mini projects, whereas in the top corporates, they are doing the project. So everything is like project based nowadays. So what is project? As per the standard, they have mentioned here, it's a temporary one, it's a unique one, and the outcome might be a product, services, or result. So temporary is nothing but if you take any project, it should have a definite start and definite end date. And unique is nothing but no two projects are 100% similarity. One project will vary definitely some of the other features from the another project. And the outcome is product. If you take civil industry or like mechanical or electrical industry, you'll be getting the product as the outcome. When you take software industry, the software industry projects outcome is services. When you take research and development industry projects, the outcome is result. So if you take ultimately in all the industries nowadays, we are running the projects. So as we have discussed, projects are one-time assignments. Unlike general business activities, these assignments have a fixed time schedule. So let's see some of the examples of projects. This project management is an industry neutral concept. Industry neutral in the sense, irrespective of the particular industry, this can be used for any industries or all the industries. So example of the projects, design and development of a software application. This comes under IT project. Construction of a residential or commercial complexes comes under civil domain. Design and development of prototype of machine or component comes under technology and services domain. Planning and conducting clinical tests for a drug or therapy comes under medical domain. Conducting a market survey for a specific product or service comes under research and development. Manufacturing of car comes under mechanical projects. New substation testing and commissioning. This comes under electrical domain projects. So we can use this project management concepts as well as tools in any of the projects in all the industries. So what is project management? As per the standard, project management is the application of knowledge, skills, tools and techniques to project activities to meet the project requirements. So you need the knowledge, skills, tools and techniques. Knowledge comes from your educational experience. Skills comes from your experience. And tools and techniques is an added advantage, like you are learning this project management concepts or softwares like that. If you take like a design projects means you need to know AutoCAD software, design softwares like that. So same way, tools and techniques is needed. When you have all these things, you are applying all these things on the project activities, finally to meet the project requirements or project objectives or goals. key areas of a project. So when you take why project success or why project's failure, obviously we all will tell we didn't do the project proper planning. So because of that, we face the failure. Proper planning in the sense scope, time, cost will come. We all aware about scope, time, and cost. But what are the other parameters? Other parameters such as quality, resources, communication, risk, procurement, stakeholders. So ultimately, if for any one of these parameters, if you missed to concentrate at the end of the project, it will end up in a surprise. That means it will end up in a failure. So we need to concentrate on all these 9 parameters to achieve the success of the project. Integration is nothing but combining all these things, you will get it as a single project. So now we are entering into Oracle Primavera software. So introduction to Primavera software. It is a world-leading software for the planning and execution of multiple and complex projects. So Oracle Primavera, we can call it as a project management software or project planning and scheduling software. Companies using Primavera. Introduced by Primavera System Incorporation in 1984. In 2008, Oracle acquired this software. So now it is called as Oracle's product. If you take worldwide, top 100 engineering and construction companies uses this software. Top 500 companies uses Primavera. In India, top infrastructure companies using this product. It's been in the market for more than 30 years. Primavera, we call it as project portfolio management solution. Not only to manage a project, it is used to manage your whole portfolio. That is to manage the whole organization or multiple business units. So let's take an example, L&T. L&T, if you take means under L&T, lot of departments are there. So like construction department, mechanical manufacturing department, technology and services department, and then like shipbuilding department and defense department, defense projects they are running. Like this, multiple departments are coming. And in the Primavera software, you can manage your whole L&T, that is whole organization you can manage. Which means under the particular organization, you can manage all the departments. Under the department, you can manage multiple projects. Say for example, 10 projects or 15 projects or 20 or 50 projects. You can manage multiple projects on the particular department. And even you can manage a complex projects here. Process groups of a project. How you will do your project. First, initiation, then planning, then execution, then monitoring and controlling, finally closing. But in the diagram, it depicts initiation, planning, execution, closing. Whereas you have to do monitoring and controlling in all the processes. Why we need to do monitoring and controlling in all the processes? Suppose if you find any deviation at the end of this process, do monitoring here itself, identify the deviation and clear the deviation and then move on to the next process. This will reduce the time consumption. This will be like avoiding you to spend more time, more budget, each and everything. It will save completely. Whereas if you do monitoring and controlling after execution means, if you find a deviation, then everything will be a loss. So that is the reason they are suggesting to do the monitoring and controlling in all the processes groups. Project processes. What is the process we will do on the particular process group? If you take initiation, so project conception, here you will do the feasibility study of the project and finally we will do the tendering, then awarding the project. After awarding the project, we'll create the project charter and then it will be like officially announcing this project. Then we'll move on to the planning. Then defining the work breakdown structure or master schedule and then risk management and communication plan, like detailed planning you will do here. Then we'll go on to the execution. So here you will identify, update the real-time status. Then you will track the status of the project, finding the current status of the project in terms of your quality, schedule, duration, and then like cost. And finally, forecasting also you can do with the help of the tracking. Then in project performance and control, identifying the project performance between your plan and the actual, any deviation is there or not. If no deviation, you'll move on to the closing. Suppose if you find any deviation, you need to do the change order process. Then in the closing, handing over of the project, then closing the project in terms of your administrative and contract closure, finally reporting. So project management summary is nothing but what are the challenges we are facing and what are the solutions we are having. So because of this solution, what are the benefits? So challenges we are facing in the project is not able to predict the future cost and duration for all the projects, slow to identify and resolve the problems, inconsistent and inaccurate communication of the project performance. So in order to avoid all these things, we come across the solution called the project management software. In this, we have certain methodologies. We can do the critical path method scheduling, interactive Gantt chart, configurable views, and role-based project management dashboards. So finally, the benefits which we are having is you can do consistently, plan, execute, and deliver. Quickly, you can identify what was the root cause of the particular problem or the deviation. Then you can solve that. Easily evaluate alternatives to find better, faster, and cheaper ways to deliver projects. So project management hierarchy and roles. If you take a project, in a project, what are the roles will be working? So team members will be there, like labor, welder, like that. Other than that, project client will be there, client or owner or customer. Then project manager, and then planner or scheduler, and planning engineer, and then like IT administrator, contractor administrators, then resource managers, executives, project managers. So based on the particular role, you can work in Primavera software. We will see in detail now in the software. Before that, let's see. Primavera software is a highly secured one. Without login ID and password, you cannot enter into this. So if you take IT administrators need to give access and privilege according to the project hierarchy and requirement. So they are the one who is creating the login ID and passwords for the each and every employees working in the project. Not only creating the login IDs, they are the one who is setting the access based on their particular roles. If you are a project manager of one project, then you'll have like complete access on the project. If you are a project overviewer for two projects, then you will have the access for both projects. If you are like a resource manager, then you can access only the resource part of the project. You will not have any other access, like such as adding the project or like adding any activity like that. So it is completely restricted user access. And if you take planner and scheduler, they can work on particular full project plan. Need to plan and monitor project time, resources, and cost. Progress of the project. Forecast at completion. Contract administrators, vendor management, contract, PBO, RFQ, RFI, invoices. PMO participants, they are also working throughout the project. Let's see in Primavera software. So here, without login ID and password, you cannot enter. You can give the password. So this is the Primavera software. Here you can see what are all the projects running. So let's take, as we have discussed, L&T is one of the organization. If you take, you can maintain multiple sister concern organizations also. If you have any sister concern for L&T, you can add and then you can maintain here. Right now, you can just concentrate on particular organization. Under the particular organization, we have multiple departments, civil, manufacturing services, and then like construction and electrical services. If you expand the department, you can maintain the projects. Same way you can see here. When I expand engineering and construction, lot of projects running. And when you expand energy, lot of projects running. So this is your visual representation when this project is starting and when this project is ending. So if you want to see like in detail about the particular project, we will see. So I'm going to create one of the project under engineering and construction. I'm just creating a project. So I can give the project ID and then the name. So let's take the example. The client name will create Godrej Apartments. Project. Based on your organization, you can maintain the unique project IDs. Next, you can give the project start date. So when you're going to start this project, I'm going to start on July 1st. Then you can give next. You can assign the project manager. Next, finish. So you can see here, new project has been created, Godrej Apartments. So once you create a project, you can choose what is the work timings you are going to engage on this particular project. That is like you can create your own calendar and then you can assign whatever the calendars. Lot of calendars will be available. You can assign which calendar you want. So once you assign the calendar, you're going to plan in detail about the project. So I'm just opening this project. Now, from now onwards, we are going to work on this particular project schedule. So first, I'm going to create the WBS. WBS is nothing but work breakdown structure, high level planning or milestone level planning. So since Godrej Apartments, I'm going to create the blocks. So let's take block A, or you can give J Tower, you can create how many floors. So for example, G plus 10 or G plus 11, G plus 12 like that. But for our easy understanding, right now I'm giving G plus 3 floors. Next, Pearl Tower. G plus 10 floors. Now I want to plan in detail for J Tower. So create how many floors you have. Ground floor, first floor, second floor, third floor. So when you take it means all are on the same levels only. So use the arrows to make it same level. First floor, second floor, third floor. Like this you can plan. Now again, if you want to plan in detail for the ground floor means, you can create sub levels. So planning ground floor in detail is substructures and then superstructures. Same way you will do substructures and superstructures for all the other floors also. Same way you will plan for Pearl Tower also. Now I'm going for the activity page. So here it is not visible whatever the way I have created. Just go to file and refresh. You can see here. It has been shown here. Now you can plan in detail about the substructure as well as superstructures. Excavation, foundation, B, bank road codes, backfill. Then you can add the activities for superstructures also. Select the particular WBS, then you can right click add or you can click add directly here. Then you can add. Finally, you can add like about particular floor handover, floor wise handover also can be done. So after I'm creating the activities, I have just given the name of the activity so far. Then what I have to do, I have to define the durations. For example, I'm just defining so after you define the activities also in the duration, you can see in the Gantt chart. This one, this place we call it as a Gantt chart. This is like project visual representation here. So all the activities are starting on the same date only. Now we need to sequence the activities. That is, which activity is going to start on which date and it is going to end on which date. So after first activity, which activity is going to start? So the sequencing, you are going to do it with the help of the relationships in Primavera. Right now, I'm showing how to do the sequencing. One example. So you can see here, I'm just applying finish to start relationship for all the activities. That is after completing the first activity, next activity. After completing the second, next third activity, like that. So I'm giving scheduling the project. See here, once I give the schedule, automatically has calculated the start and finish dates and it has calculated the overall project end date also. You can see on the top level. The overall the project duration is 47 days and it is starting on the 1st July 2020 and it is ending on 24th August 2020. Suppose if you want, you can change the relationship between the activities also. Say for example, I'm just going to give column 1, theme for all the 3 activities on the same start date. Now you can see whatever the changes you are doing, you have to do the schedule. So here we can see the critical path method in the project. So the red color activities indicates your critical and green color activities indicate your non-critical. Which means non-critical activities having some relaxation times, whereas a critical activity doesn't have any relaxation time. So these activities, if you delay means it will impact your project end date. So that is the reason as a planning engineer, you have to find all these things in the initial stage itself means in the execution, we have to put our more concentration on the particular critical activities to avoid any delays in the outcome of the project. after doing your schedule, you have to freeze your plan. Say for example, client is agreeing for this original duration start finish. Then the resource management. How to do the resource management? So I'm just showing the example to create the resources. You can create whatever the resources required for the project. Resource ID and then the name. Brick I'm giving. You can choose which resource type. Resources is nothing but anything that required to complete your project. We call it as resources. For example, like 3M or 5M, we used to call resources. Men, machine, material, or money, or methodology. In standard project management software, they are using 3M as a resources, labor, non-labor, and material in Primavera. Labor comes under human resource, non-labor is your machinery and equipments, material comes under your supplies. So bricks comes under material resource. So unit of measure you can choose for the materials. So loads we can measure for bricks. You can enter the costing per load. How much cost? 1,000, for example. Here it has been created. Materials will be showing brick symbol, and then like human labor resource will show as a human symbol, and machineries will be showing this symbol. So here we have created the brick resource. Go to activity page and assign the brick resource for all the activities. Also, we can assign labor resource. So just come to the activity, go to resource analyzing sheet. Here it will show your complete project. If you want to see your project in terms of your day basis or week basis or month basis, I'm changing the time scale from day into week basis. You can see here. So current project, I have two resources. One is brick and another one is labor. For material resource, you won't see the analyzing. For labor resource, you have to see. You have to see all these things. For this particular week alone, the labor resource is over allocated. As a resource manager, they will analyze all these things and then they will solve these parts. So after solving, we need to freeze the plan with the help of baselines. So your plan will be showing here as a project baseline. Suppose if you have any deviation in the plan itself, again there is some revision, means in foundation instead of 3 days, we are putting 5 days. Go for schedule and see the changes now. Yellow color line shows your initial plan, whereas the current bar shows the deviation from the previous revision. What are the deviation between the previous revision to the current revision? So like this, you can do your planned versus actuals comparison also. So in the map, this is like project map. So here itself, you can identify all these things. Then you can update and then you can track also. I'm just showing, for example, another project which is previously updated. So you can see here. Which is nothing but blue color bar indicates these activities are actuals completed in the site. Whereas if you take concrete foundation walls, this activity is only 50% completed. Remaining 50% has been postponed, which is some delay has been happened. You can see the delay here, the yellow line and then the current bar. So this is half completed, remaining half is not started. So like this, you will do the updation and then you can track. Where you can track your project in terms of visual representation also. Your cash flows also you can find. So here it will show you the cash flow curves. When you have day basis, it will be more clear. You can see the curves. So all these things can be done. Also, you can do your risk management, your expenses, your issues, each and everything can be done here. So we have seen in Primavera how to do the login, how to create a project, and then how to create a WBS. Then we have seen how to do scheduling. We have seen like what are the resource manager, executive, and project managers will do. They're the top level people, so they'll do the reporting purposes for the Primavera software. Also, resource managers will be doing the resource optimization, and then site engineer or the civil engineer will do the updation of the project from the site. Then top level management will do reports and customizable dashboards for them to view the data and act upon. If you're sending a reports to the particular project team, so in the initial stage of the project itself, it has been agreed that on what frequency we are going to send the project reports. So weekly basis or monthly or fortnightly. So whatever, for example, if you are agreed for weekly reports means, then we'll be sending every week reports to the client, not only to the client or to the project team also. Whenever you are sending report to the client, high level report will be sending. For the participants, detailed report will be sending. So this is like a high level report as well as detailed report. Your complete cash flow report and then duration performance report has been generated. Like this, you can generate like graphical representation, histogram reports also you can generate, and then curves also you can generate and send it to the client. Based on the client expectation, you can send the customizable reports. So far, we have seen Primavera and its features. Now we are entering into Primavera usage in the real-time projects. So some of the prestigious projects in civil domain: Chennai Metro Rail project, Statue of Unity project, INS Varsha India's secret naval base project. In all these prestigious projects, Primavera software plays a major role. They are maintaining their projects in the Primavera software to do the complete project management, planning, scheduling, updation, and tracking. Some of the mechanical projects: Neyveli Lignite Corporation, AMTZ, Andhra Medtech Zone, JK Cement Works, Mangalore. Some of prestigious electrical projects: transmission and distribution lines in Madhya Pradesh, Rayalaseema Thermal Power Project, Kudangalam Nuclear Power Plant. It is India's single biggest nuclear power plant, where they have used this Primavera software to do the complete construction of the power plant. Also, we are very familiar about NASA space station. So they have used this Primavera software to do the SLS vehicle configuration project. So they have multiple vendors. So from all the vendors, they have collected the small schedules, their own schedules, and finally they have integrated in Primavera with all the sub schedules, and they have prepared a master schedule to do this project, and they have done the planning, scheduling, updation, and tracking in this project also. Partial list of ongoing or completed projects of IPMCS. So where our IPMCS resources has been deployed on long-term and short-term projects on these particular projects: L&T Construction, infrastructure projects; Raheja Corporation, commercial buildings; Kudangalam Nuclear Power Plant construction; Ircon Railway project; GDCL, Ahmedabad Metro Rail project; FLS Smith, cement projects and erection commissioning projects; Tata projects, infrastructure project; IIT, development of a project management; PowerMech projects, that is like AMTZ, which we have seen; then tough offshore delay analysis projects of Maldives Airport project, and other projects also. In all the above projects, our resources was working as a planner or scheduler or Primavera functional consultant on these projects. In Kudangalam Nuclear Power Plant, we have deployed the Primavera functional consultant for the project. Primavera Oracle certification. Oracle is offering the certification for this Primavera software. So why do we need Oracle certification? They are substantial benchmark of knowledge and expertise that help you stand out in a crowd among the organizations. And what was the importance of this in one's individual's career resume? Job prospect after achieving Oracle certification will be increase in employability, salary, job effectiveness, as well as job satisfaction. So build your career with Oracle certification. IPMC is associated with Oracle University providing this certificate for Primavera training. Career path. Project management and Primavera. You can see this picture. Job opportunities for the project management roles by. If you take in China and Japan, it will be like project management is utilizing in every way. Organization projects are running, and each and every project they are following the some of the project management concepts or any of the tools. Positions of successful project management candidates can hold in industry. What are the project management roles available? Project coordinator, project scheduler, junior project engineer, planning engineer, PMO consultant, lead, or project. So if you take entry-level administrative job, they generate and distribute reports and assist in the project organization. Then project scheduler. For larger projects, consist of most data entry into the software programs, more computer-oriented than the managerial. Assistant project manager, not necessarily an assistant to the PM, but tasked with specific aspect to the project to manage and then reports back to the project manager. Then project manager is the solo who is handling a complete project. He is a commanding position. He is responsible as well as accountable. And then senior project manager is nothing but it's also called more than one project, multiple projects they used to handle. So for large organization like a program manager as they oversee multiple projects. So Primavera roles for freshers. So for freshers means like project coordinator or project scheduler or planning engineer. If you take project coordinator, they work closely with the project manager. And they used to work with the project management tools. Whatever the project manager is giving the instruction, and then from the site, whatever the information coming, all these things they are updating in the project management software and tracking the project status and sending the reports to project team as well as to the client. And they collaborate with clients and internal teams to deliver and complete task content. If you see salary part of project coordinator in India, the national average in India. So this is like annually like other. Steps required to become a Primavera project scheduler. The first step is to decide to become a Primavera scheduler. Then check your skills and background. Have a bachelor degree. Not mandatory, but if you have, you'll be preferred by employers. For some employers, some years of experience is enough. For this fresher, it will be like this pay, and if you keep on using planner that offers advanced enterprise project management, product management, and reporting solutions. The planning engineer salaries in India around like 5 lakh, and it will be keep on varying. Planner with fresher category means 26,000, and then planning manager is 63,000, senior planning engineer is 46,000. To take basic civil engineer, site engineer, they will do updation in the Primavera as a fresher. Thank you. So far, candidates, if you have any doubts or clarifications, you can ask now.
Participants, if you have any doubt, you can directly ask our guest, Suganya Madam.
Hello, good evening, ma'am.
Good evening.
Ma'am, whether you provide internship for the students, like our UGPG students?
Yeah, we do provide internship also.
For that, whom to contact, ma'am, or how we have to
You can
proceed?
contact here, Ms. Sushmita, ma'am. You can contact. This is her mail ID, training@ipmcs.in, or you can contact on the mobile number mentioned here.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Participants, if you have any doubts, you can ask regarding Primavera or like project management or your career oriented, anything you can ask related to the webinar.
Ma'am, a few questions are there in the comment section. I will read out so that you can answer and they will be get
Sure,
clarified. What will be the training cost for the students?
So training cost, I think you can ask Ms. Sushmita. That will be shared to you post this webinar.
Okay, fine. And a few more questions. If there is any deviation in planning and execution, what will be the result? Is there is any provision in the Primavera software for updation of this deviation?
So deviation between the planning and then the actuals, you will be finding out in the Primavera software. After finding the variance, we need to have like a proper controlling method. So either you have to capture the delays, it will be like a separate concepts, and then like based on that, why this delay, and then like some look ahead plans or lookup plans have to be created. Previously, the pending work will be like after this variance, the pending work will be taking 40 to 50 days, means you have to crash your schedule, like you have to compress your schedule. Instead of 40 days, make it into 25 or 30 days by increasing the resources or any other methodologies, and then sending the revised schedule to the client.
And one more question, ma'am.
Sure.
What about the job guarantee if we have studying the Primavera for students?
Okay, sir, if you take like Primavera means you're completely understanding the project management concepts, any student who is studying. So nowadays, if the student like entering into the organization, directly they'll be placing in the projects only. Very less only like administrative or office-based jobs only. Site-based and then project-based only. So if they are into the project-based, it will be helpful for their career to work more efficiently, and guarantees like most of the organization nowadays using this software.
And one more question, ma'am.
Okay.
What is the difference between Primavera and some other software?
That and all like drawing based software, design based software, whereas this is completely scheduled. Yeah. Which one is important to learn for final year UG students? See, first it depends upon the student. If you want to enter into the design field, then you need to go for design software. If you want to enter into the project means, definitely you need to go for project management.
And Mr. Srinivasa Raghavan asked one question, ma'am. Hello. Hello, ma'am. There is one more question.
PMC, you are working on which organization? In the construction itself, it might be the contractor, it might be the PMC, or it might be the client side industry. So if you are under the contractor, you have to plan the resources for the particular project. How many resources we need to deploy? How many labor or how many welder, like that. Whereas if you are a PMC, your contractors will be giving the resources information. And you have to deploy like 4 or 5 resources only, one project manager and one civil engineer and one MEP engineer, like that. The operations manager will be helping you for the resources planning.
We have asked one question, ma'am, whether CostX and Primavera are interlinked.
Sir, it is not by default interlinked. In future, if required, we have to, like, with the help of the developer, we can integrate it if the organization is willing.
Is there any options to segregate the daily wages in construction field between a male and female in this software?
Daily wages.
Yeah,
Expenses can be maintained. Yeah, sir. Construction work can be tracked with the help of, they have like one of the application called Team Member. With the help of Team Member, they can update timesheets, daily basis, how much work has been completed.
Ma'am, my question, shall I ask you?
Yeah, sure, sir.
There are a lot of value-added courses and a lot of software for the students.
Yes.
How this Primavera will be very unique for the students as they are very fresher in the field, and even though after 1 or 2 years of experience in the field, how this will be helpful for them, please?
Well asked, sir. The thing is, like, freshers are experienced. As I told, project manager is the one who is much experienced. And mostly the project manager will not sit and do these updations in the Primavera software. So whosoever using the Primavera software in the projects, if you take, means project coordinator or planning engineer or scheduler. Then the people who are working in the site, that is like civil engineer or MEP engineer, they have to update the site progress on the particular timesheet or Primavera software itself. Multiple options are there. Or otherwise, these guys will be getting the information from the site, like project coordinator or planning engineer or scheduler. It might be the experience or it might be the fresher. Same work will be assigned for these people, because as a fresher, if I know, let's assume I'm a fresher, I'm entering into the organization, I have like Primavera certification, means the organization will put me into the projects, and I know now what is the terminology. If the project manager is telling do the updation or tracking resource management, I know what are the terminologies, and I know how to do the project's information, how to fetch the project information, or how to feed the information in the software.
One
So
more
if you
question
know all
from
these
me.
things, yes, sir.
What will be the salary difference between a normal UG civil engineering student and the student who is having a soft skills like this, software skills like this? Is there
Okay,
any
salary difference before entering into the salary variation. First, getting the job itself, like if 10 students are there and the one is having the Primavera certification and they are appearing in the interview, means if it's a project-based organization or any PMC industries, obviously the people who is having the Primavera certification will be getting the priority. And once you enter into the organization also, you are working. Whenever like the planning engineer role is like next to the project manager, even though planning engineer doesn't have any experience, these guys can gain easily the knowledge and then they can promote it to the management level. So site-based people, if you look into any of the projects, or you can go and ask to the site-based people. They are like construction manager, site people only. But suddenly, if they want to shift from the site to the management side, it is very difficult. But whenever people entering into the management side itself, like planning engineer itself, means it's very easy to get like double the salary, because management salary pay scale will be high when compared to the site-based people.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for your valuable session. I think the
Good
students
evening, ma'am.
who are up
Okay. Some
one
others
more.
also asked. Yeah, good evening, sir.
Yeah, actually, I want to have the doubt regarding the QS and planning. What is the difference, Primavera? What is the differences, ma'am? If you are a QS
Okay.
engineer, you want to do doing the
Okay.
planning, you want to do the planning in the Primavera. So how it is useful?
Okay. Yeah, if you're a QS, then you have to like create all the okay, BOQ activity wise, we have seen how to
Hmm.
create the activities. Then
Yeah.
separately resources. In the resources, you can create like material, all the material. Then you can link the material to the activities. Then you can analyze. You can calculate the costing part also. Say for example,
So what is
here,
yeah, in the case of BIM also, while doing we can estimate also at particular individual quantities.
yeah, you can do that is like in the BIM with the help of the drawing itself.
What is the
Whereas here
difference
you
between
cannot do the
and BIM
drawing.
and Primavera tool?
No, here you cannot integrate your, by default, you cannot view your drawing here.
Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, am I
Can you
audible?
hear me? See, by default, here you cannot
Hello?
view your diagram. You cannot fetch the activities from the drawings here.
Yeah.
Whereas in Costex, you can do the BOQ estimation with the help of the diagram.
Okay, okay. Thank you.
Okay, sir.
Participants, I think you got a very clear idea about this PowerPoint presentation, and this Primavera software will be very useful for the students, for final year students and the people who are fresher in the field. I think we can guide them with this Primavera. As the Primavera is very familiar for the faculties, but very new for the students. I think this session will be was a very nice session, which was a very uh, clear cut in the Primavera software, as well as how the project scheduling and management will be taking place in the field exactly. And our speaker, Ms. Sugar, Madam, have given a very nice presentation in this regard. I think if you have any clarifications, you can contact directly Infinity PMC Solutions. I think ma'am have given the phone numbers and email IDs few slides back. I think you can see now. I want to thank our management, Ishwari Engineering College, and our Department of Civil Engineering, the faculties and the students who have supported to do this 7 days webinar series, and giving an opportunity for the faculties and students to get deep knowledge and a wide knowledge in various fields. Uh, I want to thank today's speaker, Ms. Suganya, for this nice opportunity. I thank all of you for the participation.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am.
I request
Participants,
participants, if you have any doubts, you can contact this number or you can write to this email ID also. Regarding the costing part or any doubts regarding Primavera project management software also, you can contact us. I'm thanking for Ishwari Engineering College management and faculties to arrange this webinar.
thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. Ma'am, if somebody inquire about this, shall I give this details, phone
Yeah,
number
sure,
and
sir.
email
You
ID?
can give this phone number as well as mail ID.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you for the session.
Thank you, sir. So if anybody is having any doubts, we can discuss. Otherwise, we can close.
Okay. Participants, if you have any doubts, please ask. Unmute your device and you can ask now.
And the feedback forms has been given to the participants in the chat box. You can fill the feedback forms and send it back so that it will be helpful for us to improvise for the next webinars and all. If you have any doubts or clarification, you can write it in the feedback forms also.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Can we end this session, sir?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, of course. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Participants, you can kindly fill the feedback form. Participants, if you need any clarifications regarding this Primavera and the training or any other webinar series or any other coaching regarding this Primavera cost X and software, you can fill in the feedback form so that we will make them to contact you.